Hello guys, and welcome to MX5 World Sim Series 2024 season, round 4. And today we are driving around Zandvoort. And this is actually one of those tracks that I have visited in real life. It's always fun to drive those tracks in VR. You kind of tend to remember, okay, this is where I was standing, I was there, and it's just a little bit special. Especially in VR, it feels quite real. Anyway, as you may have noticed, I'm driving in Division 1. Again, my seating day was actually quite good. For the first time in the history of this league, I finished within top 20 and got some extra points for it. I think it was only 2 points, but at least it's more than 1 or 0, I guess. And yeah, I skipped around 2 hours driving in Division 2, so it's been actually quite a long time since I competed in Division 1, so good to be back, dare I say. Alright, and lights are about to go off anytime now. And away we go. Maybe a little bit slow reaction, but overall I guess the start was quite equal between all the cars around me. I already know these guys are taking inside line quite keenly, so I thought I will try the outside line. We are going 3 wide, and outside line kind of worked. I guess I may have gained a position there, but now there's a contact in front. I had to brake a little bit just to make sure I don't hit anybody, and now all of a sudden I'm having this very unoptimal lower line through the carousel, which is the slowest way to go around that corner. I'm like a sitting duck. There's cars going past by left and right. At least I managed to hold on to my position, defend from the orange car behind me. So quite a hectic start already, but at least we survived. That's the most important thing. And as always, we are using advanced setup when we are racing. During the seeding day we use baseline setup, and usually after the seeding day I don't have too much time to practice, so it's a little bit like a jump to unknown when I all of a sudden have to drive with the advanced setup. But then again, I think it's not that much different. It's a little bit easier to spin around, but it's quite easy to adapt to that. Anyway, here I was making one move as we are reaching the final corners of the lap 1. So overall the first lap was quite hectic, and it wasn't half bad, I think. I have no idea in which position I'm right now, but I have a feeling that I'm around the same position where I started from, most likely. And then I skipped 1 lap, so we are now starting lap 3, which is going to be my fastest lap of the race. So I will show it completely here, as I'm chasing Lawrence Sebastian in front. I lost the position to Vladislav Shopov, who is leading this train, or so-called train. He started way back on the grid for a reason unknown to me, but I knew he's a very fast driver, so I was expecting him to make some gains, and I wasn't defending too aggressively. I thought the sooner he gets past by me, the better for all of us. But yeah, this lap it's very flawless driving from all the drivers, and it's fun to drive as a part of this kind of train. You are getting in my case, for example, I'm getting a huge tow effect from the cars in front. That's probably the reason why this is my fastest lap of the race. So it will help me to get away from the cars behind. So at this point I wasn't really trying to make a move on the guys, or wasn't trying to find a place to make a move on the guys in front. I was happy just following them and see what the race will bring. Yeah, like I said, this is gonna be my fastest lap of the race, but it's also fastest lap I've ever done around this track. So even though my seeding day time was quite good and it was enough to top 20. This lap is going to be 0.4 seconds faster than that. But I guess the main reason is the tow. And also maybe the advanced setup. But yeah. Let's see, we are soon about to cross the finish line, so let's see what the time is going to be. I didn't see any big mistakes from my side during the lap. So yeah, 151.7. And now to put that into perspective, it's still like 1.2 seconds slower than the fastest lap of the race. So those cars in front are going like extremely fast. I can't really comprehend how they managed to do it. But that's why they are like 9K in iRacing. So huge respect. Anyway, now when we are reaching the next few corners, unfortunately my race will take a unfortunate turn of event, so to say. So the car in front, as I was understeering through this right-hander already, but now the car in front got the grass outside a little bit. I think that got me off guard a little bit, and all of a sudden I just lost control, and that's my race gone, pretty much. I lost a lot of positions. Basically I'm now the last car among those who are driving in the same lap. And not only that, but I lost a lot of time. So not very wise thing to do at that moment. And then as that wasn't enough, one lap later I'm doing another mistake on my own. There's like no cars nowhere near me, so this is all on me. I throw the car too aggressively there sideways, and another control loss here. And at this point I started to get like really like frustrated on this setup, even though I think the setup wasn't the reason. I just made a stupid mistake. I was too aggressively steering and maybe downshifting or changing the balance of the car too quickly. Anyway, then I tried to regroup my thoughts. I was driving around the track as fast as I could, hoping that something will happen, and eventually I see the yellow flag waved at me, and then I see there's some parts on the grass, and then I saw these two cars in the distance, not too far away, like 1.5 seconds ahead of me, Chris Knox and Edward Kropp. I think they were having some sort of contact, and now one of the cars is failing completely. I think it is a suspension failure. There it goes straight to the wall. So now it's Edward Kropp in front of me that I'm chasing, and I was expecting him to have some sort of damage as well, and I wasn't wrong. So I was following him one lap, and I noticed he's lacking straight line speed, and then I was planning to make my move to the turn one. So we are now coming out of the last corner. I was just trying to maximize my exit and using all the draft there is to use. He's having the inside line, so I have to move to the outside line. Right there. We are going already side by side. Let's see. So yeah, he's still having the inside line, so he's not giving his position easy to me. We are going very close to each other. Good racing. Managed to make a move on him. And now there's not too many laps left in this race, so now I just have to get away from him and break the toe. And I think that's race done then. Yep, and this is now already like last few corners of the race. So I managed to catch these two cars in front. I was actually chasing them the whole race. After those two spins that I did, they were at the time they were like 10 seconds away from me, so as you can see I managed to catch them. But then I didn't have enough time to make a move on them. I guess if I would have like 2 more laps it would have been a different story, but it is what it is. And yeah, I think it was a good recovery drive from me, but I can't be like fully happy about the race because those 2 spins kind of ruined my race. But that's how it is sometimes. At this point I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and bye bye.